Hello guys, welcome back to SportsCorner GH. My name is Adam. Let's talk about Ghana Black Star double-header game against Sudan in the AFCON 2025 qualifiers. These are the information we have on the game so far. The game will be played on the 11th of October next week Friday at the Accra Sports Stadium, 4 p.m. And the referee officiating this game is from Mauritius. His name is called Patrice Milaza. You can take a look at this picture and also the source where we got the information from. And this is coming from the Ghana Football Association. Now, the question most people are asking is that when will the squad list be announced? Where is the squad list? Because we have seen other countries announcing and releasing their squad list for the AFCON qualifiers. Now, to put your mind to rest, Otto Addo has already submitted the squad list to the Ghana Football Association. It's yet to be announced. But while we wait for GFA and Otto Addo to announce the squad list, in today's video, I want to tell you about my predicted squad list I believe Otto Addo is going to use against Sudan. And I believe this is 90% accurate. So before we jump into it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and also turn on notification. Quickly, let's jump into it. Ghana has already played 2 games in the AFCON 2025 qualifiers. Our first game was against Angola. We lost by 1-0. Our second game was against Niger. We drew 1-1. So far, Ghana has 1 point. The next games we are going to play would be against Sudan, home and away. And it's a must-win game. We need to take all full 6 points if we have any intention of qualifying to the AFCON in Morocco 2025. So guys, quickly, let's jump into the squad list I believe Otto Addo would use. And I'm making a reference to the recent squad list Otto Addo used against Angola and also Niger. In the goalkeeping department, Otto Addo called Lawrence Atizigi, Jojo Walacott, and also Frederick Asari. In my own opinion, I believe that Lawrence Atizigi will still earn his spot in the Black Star squad against Sudan. Joseph Walacott will also earn his spot, looking at his performance and also regular game time with club side Florida Town. I believe he's going to be back into the squad against Sudan. But Frederick Asari, that is where my question mark is. Frederick Asari, I don't believe he would return. I believe we would see a new goalkeeper in the Black Star squad. It could be, this is based on my opinion, it could be the young goalkeeper at AZ Alkmaar, the Dutch-born Ghanaian goalkeeper called Jaden Owusu-Odro, 20 years of age. First choice goalkeeper for AZ Alkmaar, because we had some reports a few days ago that he had already worked on his Ghanaian passport and they were trying to process his nationality switch. So he's a goalkeeper that I believe could come into, the list. I mean, we could see a different goalkeeper, but then I'll be surprised also if Otto Addo decides to maintain the same goalkeepers he used the last time the Black Stars played in the AFCON qualifiers. Now, let's take a look at the defenders. The defenders, Otto Addo called these players to play against Angola and also Niger. Ali Desieri, Tariq Lamptey, Alexander Djoko, Abdul Mumin, Mohamed Salisu, Jerome Opoku, Ebenezer Annan, and also Kingsley Schneider. Now, when the squad list was mentioned, some of these players withdrew themselves because of injury. For example, Alexander Djoko, even though he was named in the squad list, he did not play because of injury. And he was replaced by Jonas Adjeti, who plays for Basel. He was introduced into the squad but did not play. So he's one player that I believe an eye should be on. He could be reintroduced into the Black Stars or could end a call up to the Black Stars to play against Sudan because he had been scouted by Otto Addo. Also, Jerome Opoku, one player who also got injured the last time he ended a call up to the Black Stars and has not fully recovered yet. So I don't see him returning to the squad. For Alexander Djoko, he's fit. So definitely I see him coming back to the squad to help defensively. But then a player that I believe would probably make the squad would be Jonas Adjeti, who plays for Basel. And also Nicolas Opoku, who plays for Kasimpasa. He is getting regular playing time. He has the experience. He has played with the Black Star before. We have relied on him before. So these two center backs, I believe, might return to the Black Stars if there is that opportunity to introduce a new center back, Jonas Addi and also Nicolas Opoku. Now, if you take a look at the fullbacks, Kingsley Sinalda, he's doing so well for his club side, Samsunspor in Turkey. He scored a goal after the international break. He's doing so well. So at right back, I think we are a bit safe at that particular place because Kingsley is there. Tariq Lamptey, he's fit. He's getting, some few game minutes with Brighton and Hove Albion. And also Ali Disiedu, he was experimented on the left side when Ghana played against Angola and Niger. And I believe it's high time we played him at his natural position. A player who I believe would be returning in that full-back, department would be Gideon Mensah. He's fit now. Gideon Mensah is fit now, so we would be having our usual left back who would be returning for us. So I believe that Gideon Mensah in the full-back department will be one player who will return back into the squad, and I'm happy for. That is based on my opinion. So we might see some players who might not return to the squad that played against Niger and also Angola. And players who I believe might return back to the Black Stars and face Sudan would be centre-backs Jonas Addi and Nicolas Opoku, left-back Gideon Mensah. Let's go to our midfield. These midfielders were called by Otto Addo to play against Niger and Angola. Mohamed Kudus, Abu Francis, Thomas Partey, Elisha Owusu, and Majid Ashimiru. Now, this squad is not bad. Our midfield department is not bad at all. I won't be surprised if the same names are being called. But later on, Otto Addo included Forson Amankwa, who plays for Norwich City. He gets regular playing time. He plays very well. And he's one player that I believe Otto Addo really likes. So don't be surprised if he's been introduced again to the Black Star squad to join the midfielders. Also, Ibrahim Sulemana, looking at the fact that we don't have an out-and-out DM in the Black Star squad. Looking at Thomas Partey, he's not going to give you that out-and-out number 6 performance, but then he's going to do well. Looking at Elisha Owusu, he's not going to play that DM role, an aggressive DM. He's not going to do that. They are not going to really do that. So we need somebody who is aggressive, that can intercept, that can tackle. I believe Ibrahim Sulemana is that guy. But then for Ibrahim Sulemana, who plays for Atalanta, he hardly gets playing time. That is my only problem with him. He hardly gets playing time. My only problem with him. He got injured sometime, but now he's fit. Normally, he's either on the bench or normally not in the squad list for Atalanta. So he's one player that I won't be surprised if he's reintroduced into the Black Stars to play against Sudan. So, guys, this is for the midfielders. If I have not mentioned any player's name, let me know it down below in the comments. Moving away from that, let's talk about our forwards. These were the forwards Otto Addo called to play against Niger and also Angola. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku, Joseph Pencil, Ibrahim Osman, Antoine Semenyo, Inaki Williams, Brandon Thomas Asante, and also Jordan Ayew. The forwards, we have a lot. They are all good. See, you can take player for player and how they are all performing very well for club side. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku, even though now he's not getting a first, team spot in Leicester City, he comes off the bench and performs very well. Joseph Pinto, after the international break, even though he was part of the squad, did not play any game. When we're traveling away, he did not go with the team. And I believe that he must return back to the Black Stars, looking at his performance still for Eddie Galaxy in the MLS. Ibrahim Osman, yesterday I talked about him, his debut in the UCL. This is a player playing for Feyenoord in the UCL, no joke. He's a very young player and I believe we need him in the Black Star squad. Antoine Semenyo, the least said the better. So far, banging in goals in the EPL, 3 goals so far. Bournemouth's player of the month last month. This player is just doing so well, and I believe we really need him. Inaki Williams, nominated for La Liga Player of the Month. The least said the better. I don't need to give back too much. Brandon Thomas Asante, banging in goals for Coventry in the Championship. He's good. Jordan Ayew performing so well for Leicester City. But there is a player I believe deserves an opportunity with the Black Stars, looking at his performance. The name of the player is Ransford Yeboah-Kalisdorfer, and you and I would agree that this player deserves a second chance at the Black Stars. This season so far for his club side in the Bundesliga 2, Hamburger SV, he has played 7 games, scored 4 goals, and given 1 assist. And I believe that we have treated him unfairly when it comes to his call-up to the Black Stars. He was spending regular call-ups, but then was not playing. When Ghana started complaining that, oh, he earns call-up but that does not play, he was introduced into game but then played as a midfielder. In my opinion, I believe we set the player up to fail. If we really want to play the player and we see the best out of the player needs to be played in his right position, in his natural position. And I believe this player deserves another chance. He is doing so well. He is scoring goals. So I don't know what else the player has to do to convince Otto Addo for him to earn a call out to the Black Stars. And Otto Addo shouldn't come and give us that excuse that if you were the coach, who would you pick? Who would you pick? We don't want to hear that. You need to do your job. You need to do your due diligence. And these are the players I believe would be part of Otto Addo's final 25-man squad. Those who might come in, those who might go out, and the squad list will not be different from the one used against Angola and Niger. So guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. I've already gone through the other ones, and I believe most of the players are going to come back. Most of them, especially the forwards, the midfielders, most of them are going to come back. But then 1 or 2 or 3 players would be introduced, and some will be taken out from the old squad list. So guys, this is why I end today's video. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we will work.